Hi, what is up YouTube? Welcome to this video. Today we are going to upgrade the Creality Ender 3 to this gigantic 7-inch touchscreen display. Let's get started. The stock screen on the Creality Ender 3 is pretty usable, but this bigger touchscreen display makes it easier to interact with the printer. It's a little on the pricey side, but considering how many features this thing comes with, this upgrade is worth it. Just gonna go ahead and reuse this longer ribbon cable. And I'm gonna unplug the ribbon cable from the screen like this, and then get it redirected to the front. We have that coming from the front, and here is the screen. So this ribbon cable right here goes to EXP3 right here, and then the black wire, this one right here, goes to the RS232 connector right here. Connect the black ribbon cable. There is a terminal labeled TFT right here, and this is where this goes. So if you look at the pins, you can see that one of them is split apart, so that one is going to be the reset pin. Alright, on the TFT plug, and the last pin, the one that is split, is the reset. Plug that in also. Alright, and yeah, you're all set. So let's put back the power and power it up. When you turn on the printer, you will see a message, no printer attached, at the top. Usually that message will disappear after a couple of seconds, but if it doesn't, you want to go to the menu, you want to go to the settings, and then connections, and then you're going to set the baud rate to 11.5200. That's how you fix that message. Let's peel this off real quick, like this. Right. If you want to switch to Maryland mode, you can press and hold a button on the screen, and it's going to take you to this screen, so you can pick Merlin mode or touchscreen mode. You can also do so using the knob. Alright, so let's go to Merlin mode, and as you can see, this is a regular mode using the knob to navigate. Now let's see what version this is. So you're gonna go to menu, settings, then you go to info, and as you can see, this board is version 3.0 and the firmware is version 3.0.26.2. Then you can click anywhere in the screen to get out. You have your fans, you have your preheating settings, and you can also select this to only heat up the nozzle, both, or only the hot bed. If you go back here, you have your temperature settings. You can go ahead and increase by 5s, increase by 10, increase by 1. You pick nozzle or hot bed, or stop the heating process. You have the fan, you have your movement. Now you can go ahead and move your bed very easily. You can first home it, then you have your bed leveling settings, you have your baby stepping. You can use this to unlock the stepper motors, load or unload your filament, and what else? You have a terminal, a very convenient to use terminal. You had this on the smaller screen, but unfortunately it's a little too small and you end up mixing up the letters. Now it is very big and accurate. You have your customs, you have your settings, and the screen. You can rotate the screen if for some reason it's upside down. You have your screen calibration. You're gonna go ahead and hit each of the dots they put on the screen like this, and then you have your language. In order to use the language, you have to install the language pack. I will show you how to do that on my next video when I do the firmware update. Then you have sound, you have your colors, you have your font colors, and you have your features. It's a bunch of stuff to play with here, so I'm not gonna go over every single one of them. You have features, very useful settings, filament sensors. There is a lot to play with here. Yeah, it's a very nice screen, and as you can see, the home screen, you have the nozzle temperature, the best temperature, the fan level, the print speed, extrusion speed. You have the notification panel, and then you have a print. You can print from the TFT SD card. This is the one right here that I haven't connected. So for U-Disk, it's gonna use your USB flash drive, and then on board SD is going to be your SD card from the main board. So that's it for this upgrade. On my next video, I'm going to go over the firmware update. So if you found this video helpful, make sure to drop a like, subscribe, and stay tuned. Thank you for watching, and see you around.